run here with Robinson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Second and 5. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here now, second and 4.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. They'll set up to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He was good in the first half. He's been good still here so far in the third quarter, Charles.
It almost feels like when you're watching.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And quickly they get to the line. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Now back to throw. And that's caught inside the 35.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to speed things up here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Out of the gun, they get...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. So the Ravens now down by 2, 50 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
They'll look to throw. And Shark calls it in.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles.
Was wearing one jersey, and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for the Chiefs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.
today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. Well, he showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next way. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 catches, 116 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Down the left sideline.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Panther touchdown.
Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick-6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first-quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
After a week's worth of preparation, probably not prepared for this. You throw the pick six, and now you're behind the 8 ball here. See if they can rally 1st and 10.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Looking for Campbell downfield.
And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They run. Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd and 6. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Here's Robinson. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes...
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got a touchdown pass in this first half, but he's also been intercepted twice, so he'll be looking to be a bit more...
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Robinson will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Ravens offense back out there. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game.
Is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He got back on track after 2 early interceptions with a touchdown pass on the last drive. And now they'll start here again, first down.
They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He was intercepted on that last drive, the 3rd one he's thrown in this first half alone.
They begin the drive with Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks.
A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Raven offense set to start this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football. Cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Hit, he lost the football, put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
And the Ravens taking the field. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him.
He's still on his feet. Inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Ravens get a bit closer.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Robinson with another carry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 143 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full... day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's second and 4.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Paris Campbell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there, but the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense.
Let's see go. Emoji flexed biceps, medium dark skin tone.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Emoji flexed biceps, medium dark skin tone.
Here's Robinson.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is Shark. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
This pass complete to Ruckert. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Looking for Campbell downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance. Big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Robinson.
Down at the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Pollard, touchdown, Baltimore. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Flushed out right. Throw caught by Flowers. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said,
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Carolina, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.